of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Before you begin, Chairman, I'd like to open up with the opening statement, which was not addressed at the beginning because this meeting was going to be held live, but now it is now virtual due to the conditions of COVID-19. So please give me one moment. Thank you. I have to read in the beginning of the record unless you have it, sir?
I think we do that after the pledge.
Okay. Notice pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act addressing effect of coronavirus measures on the next public meeting. Consistent with the coronavirus-related restrictions of Executive Order Number 107 given on Saturday, March 21st, 2020, by Governor Philip D. Murphy, the Planning Board of the City of Paterson will not conduct in-person participation of the public at all future meetings until further notice. However, public participation will be available by means of communication equipment pursuant to NJSA 10-4-8, commencing on April 15, 2020. Although there may potentially be a practical need for a limited number of administrative, technical, or other city personnel to be present in or near the council chambers, 3rd floor City Hall, 155 Market Street, Paterson, New Jersey, in-person participation of the public is prohibited. Nevertheless, for reasons of compliance with the said Executive Order Number 107, public participation will be available by calling 1-973-321-1579. Monday, December 5th, 2022 will be the regularly scheduled meeting of
January
This
5th.
is the website of the City of Paterson, www.patersonnj.gov. Today, Wednesday, January 5th, there will be a regular scheduled meeting of the Paterson Planning Board, which will be held at 6:30 p.m. Chairman Dean, you may proceed with the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Good evening, Commissioners, Planning Board staff, ladies and gentlemen. As the Chairman of the City of Paterson Planning Board, I call this meeting of January 5th, 2022 to order. I hereby state that all the provisions of the State of New Jersey Public Meetings Law has been fully and completely met. That the notice of provision in the court has been properly posted in the Planning Board office and with the City of Paterson clerk. That the public notice and advertisement have been published in Herald News and the record on December 21st, 2021 in accordance with the law. And the copies of such notice and public advertisements are on the file in the Planning Board office, as is also the agenda listing on the application to be taken up by the Planning Board at this office, at this meeting. The procedure tonight, it will be in accordance with the rules, regulations, and the bylaws as therefore determined by the Planning Board at its office at 225 Ellison Street in the City of Paterson. Roll call, please.
Commissioners, roll call is as follows. One moment. Commissioners, Commissioner Ahmed is absent. Commissioner Cleaves?
Present.
Commissioner Fisher?
Present.
Thank you. Commissioner Lidanzo? Commissioner Lidanzo is absent. Commissioner Santana is absent. Commissioner Roman? Commissioner Roman is absent. Commissioner Figueroa,
Present.
I think I may have missed someone, hold on a minute. Commissioner Fulmore,
Present.
thank you. Councilman Kalik. Councilman Shaheen Kalik is absent. Chairman Northrop is absent, and Vice Chairman Udine, who is now acting Chairman Udine.
Present.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. We have
Five commissioners in attendance this evening.
Thank you. We have quorum, so we can proceed. We have two applications this evening. The first one will proceed with 61 16th Avenue, LLC, 21st Schindler Court, Somerset, New Jersey, 808873. Property address 38-42 Pearl Street, Block 4317, Lot 14 and 15. On an 8,972 square foot paved lot used for parking and residential use, the applicant proposes to remove the existing improvements and construct a new 4-story residential building with a total of 18 units. The first floor proposes 18 parking spaces and the lobby, mailboxes, utility space, 2 stairwells, an elevator, and a trust rooms. The second through fourth floor proposes tenant amenity space, 5 one-bedroom unit, 1 two-bedroom unit on each floor. This proposal is within the RA-2 zone of the 5th Ward redevelopment plan. Variances for front yard setback, both side yard setback, rear yard setback, number of building stories, lot building coverage, lot impervious coverage, parking and open space are requested. A front yard setback of minimum of 3 feet is required and 1 foot is proposed. Minimum side yard setback of 5 feet are required and 1 foot 6 inches and 4 feet are proposed. A minimum of rear yard setback of 20 feet is required and 3 feet and 6 inches is proposed. A 3.5 story building permitted and the applicant proposes a 4-story building. A minimum building lot coverage of 60% is permitted and 87.2% is proposed. Maximum impervious coverage of 80% is permitted and 92.8% is proposed. 20 off-street parking spaces are required and 18 off-street parking spaces are proposed. 2,700 square feet of open space is required and 1,400 square feet of amenity space is provided. Required site plan approval and block variances. Reviews required site plan approval, block variances, city engineer approval, and HB Soil Conservation District approval. I'm turning to Mr. Deutsch for full review.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, I'd like to request an adjournment at this time, as I indicated off the record.
Yes, Attorney.
Thanks very much. For the record, Alan Maricon, 726 Market Street, Paterson. Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, good evening. I would very much wish to have proceeded this evening. However, my applicant and my architect planner advised me after the public notices went out that they were working on modifications to several aspects of the application involving a rooftop recreation area, parking layout, and apartment modifications. And Mr. Romanek, my architect planner, advised both myself and Mr. Romanek that in his opinion that these changes warranted the matter being adjourned in order to present it properly in one presentation. We do not have the revised plans in yet. We expect to have them in within 10 days to 2 weeks. So I would therefore respectfully request that this matter be listed for a February hearing date.
Chairman?
Yes, yes, Mr. Aquavita, do we have, you can move forward.
Michael, has all the notice requirements been complied with? And is there anything else that's outstanding that would stop this from moving forward at the next meeting? Anything else needed?
Mr. Aquavita.
Muted. There you go.
Yes. cannot be on the next meeting since they haven't given me revised plans.
We asked for February.
I understand that, but I need the plans 2 weeks ahead of time, so.
Of course.
So what date?
So why don't we just not put, it's up to you, Michael, but maybe just not put it on, wait till you get the plans and then schedule it?
No, because,
Can we schedule to avoid a re-notification? I would appreciate it.
Hold up. Like I didn't hear you.
okay, so to be on the safe side,
February 2nd or February 16th, 2022. I'm sorry, I.
Acceptable to the applicant.
alright, so if you don't have your plans in by January, by January 31st, you're not gonna be heard on the 16th.
Of course, we understand that. We'll definitely comply with that in all respects.
January 31st for February 16th.
Very, very much agreed to.
So we are rescheduling this application for February 16th.
That is correct.
And I indicated in my letter to the board that statutory time requirements would be waived.
Thank you. That was my next question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Maricondo. And we can proceed to the next application, I believe. All right, so our second application, which is 191-193 West Broadway LLC, 191-193 West Broadway, Paterson, New Jersey, 07522. Property address 191-193 Broadway, block 608, lot 15. The applicant proposes to construct a 3-story residential building on a 2458 square foot lot. The first floor is to contain a wash and recycling room, a utility and storage room, a stairwell and 2-bedroom unit. Second floor is to contain a 1-bedroom unit and a 2-bedroom unit. The third floor is to contain a 2-bedroom unit and a community room. A total of 4 units are proposed, consisting of 1 1-bedroom unit and 3 2-bedroom units. Variances are requested for lot area, as minimum lot area 5,000 square feet is required, and 2458 lot area square feet is proposed. Lot width, as minimum of lot width 50 feet is required, and a lot width of 28.68 feet is proposed. Front yard setback is minimum of 3 feet is required and 0 feet is proposed. Both side yard setback as minimum of 5 feet is required on each side of, and 3 feet is proposed on each side. Rear yard setback as minimum of rear yard setback of 20 feet is required and 6.23 feet is proposed. A lot building coverage of 60 feet is permitted, and a lot building coverage of 72.5% is proposed. The proposal is located in the RA-2 residential district of the first floor redevelopment plan. Requires site plan approval and block variances. The reviews required site plan approval, block variances, city engineer approval, County of Passaic Planning Board approval, and HEP Soil Conservation District approval. I'm requesting Mr. Deutsch for full review.
Before we continue, Chairman,
okay.
would you be willing to call the roll again? I'm just trying to make sure that Commissioner Alonso is on. Can you do that for me?
We can ask you if he's here or not. We can just add him. Is he here?
That's why I'm asking. I saw him, but then I saw him leave.
Commissioner Alonso, are you here, sir?
Commissioner Alonso is not present this evening. Thank you.
As he was not from the beginning, I believe. We marked him absent, I believe, from the beginning. So without him, that's 5 commissioners are here. Am I correct, Madam
Okay,
Secretary?
just to make sure that the attorneys are aware of the amount of commissioners, it is their decision to proceed.
Ms. Dubiel, are you there?
Yes.
I can see you. Yeah, we have Well, I count 6 commissioners. I count Chairman Adine, Commissioner Cleaves, Commissioner Figueroa, oh no, you're right. We have 5, we have 5 commissioners. So Mr. Vidal, you have the, right to request a full board, but if you want to proceed tonight with the 5 commissioners, it's your prerogative.
Okay, if the board would just permit me to, just consult with my client for a second,
Sure.
we will proceed.
That was a very quick response.
My client.
You're not
Thank you so much though for letting me know. It's hard to talk things through.
All right, sounds good. Let's move forward. It's time for Mr. Deutsch.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Property taxes are current. No sewer charges are due on vacant land. Othello Moline Band is providing an address of 116 Liberty Trail, Ottawa, New Jersey, is the sole stockholder of 191-193 West Broadway LLC. Robert Segal, licensed surveyor, has prepared an existing condition survey of Block 608, Lot 15, dated March 31st, 2021. The lot has frontage of 28.68 feet along West Broadway, a rear lot line that measures 29.27 feet, an eastern side lot line that measures 81.36 feet, and a western side lot line that measures 90.37 feet. The parcel's total area of 2,458 square feet. The survey also indicates a one-story trailer office at the rear of the parcel. A previous use on the property was for a pre-owned car business. A rock outcropping is located on the southwest corner of the parcel. The parcel is located on the western side of West Broadway between Union Avenue to the north and White Street to the south. A note on the plan indicates that there is no record of an easement provided for overhead wires that were crossing the lot and continue to a building on adjacent lot 14. Heritage Madison Architecture has prepared a 4-page plan dated July 29, 2021. Drawing T01 is the cover page and indicates the location map, the zoning map, the existing site conditions, the proposed site plan, curb and sidewalk detail, the proposed front elevation, site lighting details, and zoning information. The building is proposed to be placed on the front property line, 6.23 feet from the rear property line, and 3 feet from both the eastern and western side property lines. Drawing SP01 indicates site details, concrete sidewalk, and concrete curb details, drainage structure information, stormwater drainage calculations, and the roof leader details. Drawing A01 are the proposed floor plans. The ground floor indicates a 360 square foot front room accessible by 2 single garage doors that holds an interior containing 1 container for waste and another container for recycling. There is a proposed access door located on the eastern side of the building. This door leads to either a door leading to a 200 square foot utility and storage room located to the left, or a door leading to a 930 square foot 2-bedroom unit located to the right, or a door leading to stairs to the upper floors. The second floor plan indicates 2 units, a front 1-bedroom unit of 630 square feet and a rear 2-bedroom unit of 930 square feet. The third floor plan indicates a 630 square foot community room located at the front of the building, which includes a full bathroom and a rear 2-bedroom unit containing 930 square feet. The 1-bedroom unit and all 3 of the 2-bedroom units will include a kitchen, a living room, dining room area, a full bathroom, and a washer and dryer. Drawing A02 indicates the left side, rear, and right side elevations. The front elevation is on drawing number A-02 and indicates 2 single garage doors on the first floor, surrounded by a brick veneer, 2 double windows on the second floor, surrounded by a stucco finish, and 2 double windows on the third floor, 1 double window surrounded by a stucco finish, and the other double window surrounded by vinyl siding. The proposed left side elevation indicates the entrance door lobby and 3 double windows on the first floor and 1 single window and 3 double windows on the second and third floor surrounded by a stucco finished facade. The right side elevation indicates 3 single windows on the first, second, and third floors surrounded by a stucco facade. The rear elevation indicates 2 windows on all 3 floors surrounded by a stucco finish. Variants are requested for lot area as a minimum lot area of 5,000 square foot is required, and 2,458 square feet is proposed. Lot width as a minimum lot width of 50 feet is required, and lot width of 28.68 feet is proposed. Front yard setback is a minimum of 3 feet is required and 0 feet is proposed. Both side yard setbacks is a minimum of 5 feet is required, and on each side, and 3 feet is proposed on each side. Rear yard setback has a minimum rear yard setback of 20 feet is required, and 6.23 feet is proposed. A lot building coverage of 60% is permitted, and a lot building coverage of 72.5% is proposed. No off-street parking is required on existing lots that are less than 50 feet in width. The applicant shall place bicycle rack as indicated on the above reference plans. Shall be the responsibility of the applicant and/or the preparer of the plan to obtain a letter from the city engineer indicating the plans have been satisfactorily reviewed prior to the plans being released to the construction official.
Thank you, Mr. Luke.
Surrounding land uses. This proposal is in the total west section of the city. West Broadway is a major north and south vehicular corridor in the city. West Broadway is a mixture of commercial and residential properties. Concluding remarks. The applicant estimates the cost of this proposal at approximately $800,000. The applicant shall include the design elements contained within the First Ward redevelopment plan into the construction of this building. At a planning board meeting held on March 4th, 2020, an applicant was given approval to construct a 4-story mixed-use building at 199-207 West Broadway, Box 608, lots 10, 11, and 12. That's your staff review for this proposal, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Deutsch. I'm going to turn to the attorney related to this application. Ms. Attorney Pupil, if I'm not wrong, did I pronounce you right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right. How many witnesses do you have this evening?
I have the architect from Heritage, Madison Architecture. I also have the property, one of the members of the LLC, here in the event there's any questions for the property owner.
The 2 witnesses, I believe. All right, we're going to proceed with the first, I believe, architect.
Yes. Mr. Faulkner?
All right.
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. You swear affirm testimony about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Say your full name for the record, please.
Nasser Al-Mukhtar, Almukhtar.
And would you please state your license?
Sure. I am a licensed architect with a current license in good standing in the state of New Jersey. I'm a principal at Heritage Madison Architecture. I have testified in front of numerous boards, including this one, and accepted in all of them.
Thank
As
you.
an
I'm
expert.
a professional expert.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Al-Mukhtar. You heard Mr. Deutsch has read into the record. Is that an accurate representation of what you have submitted on the plan?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Al-Mukhtar. And to reiterate, it's a 3-story building, which will contain 4 apartments. One of them will be a 1-bedroom apartment, and the other 3 will be 2-bedroom apartments.
Yes, that's correct.
And on the main
So-
lot, yes?
If I may, I can just go through the project and explain to the board, the commissioners. This project is located, as mentioned, but in 192, 193 West Broadway. It is located in the First Ward redevelopment plan in the RA2 residential district.
Mr. Officer, I'm sorry to distract you. Do you have anything to present on the screen?
Yes, I can share the screen, actually.
Thank you.
I'll try to do this, just give me one.
And for correction, the property address is 191-193 West Broadway. to correct the record.
Is it visible now, the drawing?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, I can see it.
okay, perfect. So,
Can you please zoom in a little bit? Yeah, that's better now.
sure, so this is the zoning map that indicates the zone that I just mentioned previously. It's located in the redevelopment plan, first ward. And then this is the zoning analysis, and as Mr. Deutsch is 2,458. Although this is a variance, but it's a pre-existing condition. Lot width required is 50. We are proposed, it's not the proposed actually, it's the existing lot width, 28.68 square feet. In terms of coverage, we also are requesting variances for the building coverage. 60 is allowed, 72.5 is proposed. However, of the drainage issues, especially in that area, so we are below the required, and we do comply with that coverage. In terms of parking requirements in this redevelopment plan, we do not have any off-street parking required, and we're not proposing any, so we're not required, there's no variance requested in this application. We are proposing a usable open space required is 600 square, is 1 bedroom total, and 3 2-bedroom units, so total is 4 apartments. This is the existing site plan. There are a couple utility lines that will be discussed and requested from the utility company to relocate their wires and from PSCNG. This is the existing site plan with the proposed structure. The post-shade area is the proposed structure. We're proposing a little bit over 3 feet on each side towards the end, but average is 3 feet setback on the sides. The front is right on the property line, and the rear minimum distance is 6.23 feet. Now I'm zooming into the front elevation, which would be a modern looking building with a minimalist approach. We have 2 overhead doors, and those lead to a storage and recycling and refuse containers that would be in there, and I would explain that later when we come to the floor plans. And then we have a rack right next to the entrance, which is located on the westerly side of the property. The second page is the stormwater management calcs and some details as required by the county and by the city. This will also be subject to the review of the Passaic County Board as well as the City Engineers Board for approval. Coming to the floor plans, the one on the left is the ground floor, or the first floor, if you will. The front portion, which is the northerly portion, it contains the utility room, and then there's a set of stairs that leads up to the upper floor units. And to the south of that is the 2-bedroom apartment. It follows an open floor plan, a kitchen, living, dining room. Yeah, I can zoom into that a little bit. It's a little bit more visible. Living, dining, kitchen, accessible bathroom, and a utility closet that would contain, each apartment would have its own laundry room, washer, dryer, hot water, separate utilities, accessible bathroom, and 2 bedrooms. The total square footage of the 2-bedroom apartment is 930 square feet, which is above the minimum allowed of 900. This 2-bedroom apartment layout is repeated over the 2nd and 3rd floors, and then towards the front of the 2nd floor and the northerly side facing West Broadway is a 1-bedroom apartment. This will also have an accessible bathroom, kitchen, a 1-bedroom utility closet, and a living dining space. Above that is the community room, 630 square feet. Again, this would be only usable by the residents of this apartment building. And then on the 3rd floor, excuse me, we have the same layout of the 2-bedroom unit. The last page, we have the 2 side elevations and the rear side elevation. They're all with the windows with the questions, obviously.
Thank you, Mr. Mokhtar. Are there any questions for the architect?
Thank you, Mr. Mokhtar. I'm gonna bring your next witness and we can give the question session together so that we can ask both witnesses at the same time. So you can bring your next witness.
My next witness would be the homeowner, the property owner, if there are any questions for the property owner.
I just say, just swear him in so that any question comes, you can answer also.
Should I stop the sharing, Commissioner?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Should I stop sharing so that you can see the
Yes.
next witness?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dandis? Mr. Dandis?
My name is Abdul Muin Dandis, Dandis. Last name.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna go to the question session. I'm gonna let the public to join first. I'd like to let public to join by calling at the phone number 973-321-1579. Again, 973-321-1579. The meeting ID number 711-680-001. 711-680-001. You have 2 minutes for calling and 3 minutes for questions or comments. Do we have any caller at this moment, Madam Secretary?
Chairman Udine, we have no callers at this time. You could proceed with the commissioners. When you are completed with the commissioners, I will advise you if any other callers have called in.
Sounds great. Commissioners, if you have any question to any of these witnesses, you may ask now. Commissioners.
On that property site, it's not a flat vacant land lot, I'm sorry. It's, I think I drive by there all the time. It's a huge granite looking, like, I always see the excavation trucks there, and I was wondering what was gonna be put there. So is this a site near, is it Checkers? Close to the Checkers on Broadway? Is that nearby? I just wanna make sure I'm thinking of it. Okay.
Yes.
And what, on the back of the property, there's like a lot of trees. What piggybacks the rear of this property? I know there's a lot of rock formation there, but I'm just curious.
May I answer the question?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes.
You can answer it.
You are looking now, the way that you're saying, where I was hammering, that's the area where I put the 12 apartments already. Did you pass vicinity? Did you see, the new building I put?
Yes.
Okay, that's on separate lots. This is where is like he used to.
Just wanted to be clear where that boundary.
And he put on that mountain also big retainer wall. So it's gonna fall on that lot. He already did all of that.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Alright, Any other commissioner?
Chairman,
Yes,
if I may.
yes.
Madam Reporter, did we have Mr. Dandis sworn? If we did, I didn't hear that. Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, we did.
Any other commissioner? Commissioner? Yes, yes, Commissioner, please. So happy to hear you first.
Thank you, thank you. West Broadway is, it floods. So is this building going to be elevated enough that the, first floor does not suffer, a lot of damage when it floods?
You know, I'm on the top of the mountain. It will never flood. That big road will never flood.
Mr. Dandis, is this area designated flood zone area?
Not the flood zone, no. It's not the flood zone at all. Even if I have the flood, I have no flood at all.
Commissioner, any other question?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other commissioner, any other question?
This is Commissioner Fulmore.
Yes, Commissioner Fulmore.
For the four, if any of the four units, have any handicap accessibility?
Yes, Commissioner, it would be fully accessible.
And also fire and safety. I don't recall hearing anything in terms.
There's fire alarms, everything. Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Just this is my question to my board attorney, Mr. Acuviva, that all those costs comes related to the building. Do we have to add to the condition or anything? Because nowhere in the application it says that it's going to be sprinkler. Or do we have to do that, or just comes?
It's not really necessary. I mean, to be honest, everything is on the record as it is. I don't hear anything specifically mentioned as a condition.
Got it. It's just for my clarification.
I mean, certainly if the commissioner wants to make it a condition, we can put it on the record. I'll add it to the resolution, but it isn't really necessary.
Commissioner Fulmore, it's on you now. You clarified and it's on the record. If you want to add the condition, you can do so.
I believe we can keep the conditions as long as everything is up to code.
Sounds great.
If I may add, Chairman, Dean,
Michelle,
these are typical requirements by the building department. I mean, they will not give us a permit if we don't submit full sprinkler drawings and fire protection drawings. The floors, the walls, the doors will all be fire rated. Otherwise, they wouldn't give us a permit, or they wouldn't pass us through inspection. So,
thank you for educating us, Michelle.
Sure. No problem. Thank you.
Any other commissioner? Do you have any question to any of these witnesses? Madam Secretary, any caller? Joined yet?
Chairman Udine, we have no callers at this time.
All right, I believe we can proceed if no commissioner has any question. Before I proceed, I just have to thank you for the community room because we don't see that much. You came up with that plan. I do appreciate that. I'd like to see more plans coming with the community room because we really need that. So thank you so very much. I'm going to go back to the attorney, Ms. Dubiel, for your sum up.
Thank you so much. Thank you for hearing our application tonight. As you can see, Mr. Dandis is a long-term investor in the city of Paterson. Since he relocated to this area many, many years ago, and I don't want to give you how many years because then that will date me. Also, he has shown a true and stalwart commitment towards the city of Paterson, improving the Paterson neighborhoods and just investing continuously to the city. The building will be a modern building, a wonderful addition to the area, and a market improvement from the blightedness of that area. I'm sure all of us who are from this area know that street very, very well. And already with the building that he recently put up, and this one, which would be kind of like a sister building, it will just be a beautification of the street. Not only adding to the dearth of rentals in the city of Paterson and helping city residents, but also encouraging patronizing of the local businesses, because there are a number of businesses that have gone up in that little area, on West Broadway and also on, Union Ave. And it's a vibrant community, and it will encourage patronage of all those businesses and complement, those businesses in that area very well. It is a highly pedestrian area, and of course, as we know and we heard tonight, there is no requirement for parking. But the area is very pedestrian, and it is on a main thoroughfare that has access to public transportation, which is a big plus for that area. Of course, the tax revenues would help the city of Paterson during this time of crisis, and it would just align beautifully with the area of a mix of commercial and residential buildings. Have seen no negative impact of this development in the area at all, and none has been demonstrated here tonight. So I appreciate you hearing our application, and we turn it over to the board. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Attorney DeVille. I'll proceed. I'll turn it to our board secretary to go for roll call.
We need a motion.
First motion.
Motion, yes, I see that. Is it
Here's
first
first motion on this application.
First application of the year.
Would you repeat the motion?
Yes, thank you for correcting me, and I'm gonna ask, would any commissioner like to make motion for this application? Yes, Commissioner Fulmore, yes, got it, Commissioner.
On the application of 191-193 West Broadway LLC, Paterson, New Jersey, 07522, at property 191-193 West Broadway, Block 608, Lot 15. I move that the board attorney prepare a resolution granting site plan approval, bulk variances, city engineer, County of Passaic Planning Board, HEP Soil Conservation Service.
Thank you,
I'll
Commissioner.
Before you begin, let the chairman call the first motion, sir.
Jenny, can someone go for a second? I'm sorry, Madam Secretary?
Can you call the first motion, sir?
Yes, first motion served, yes, we're gonna go
Do
for,
you have a second?
do you have any second?
Commissioner Cleese, second.
Commissioner, please.
Continue, I didn't hear the first.
First motion was, stated by Commissioner Fulmore,
Thank you.
and seconded by Commissioner, Cleese.
Thank you very much. Commissioners. Commissioner, please, your vote.
Yes.
Thank you. Commissioner Fisher.
Yes.
Thank you. Commissioner Fulmore.
Yes.
Commissioner Figueroa.
Yes.
And, Chairman Udine. Affirmative. This application has been granted.
Congratulations.
Am I correct, Mr. Aquaviva?
I'm sorry?
This application has been granted, sir?
Yes, it has.
Thank you.
Thank you, Happy New Year.
Thank you to all.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Commissioner, don't leave, we are not done yet. I believe we have a few resolutions this evening. Mr. Akuliga, Mr. Deutsch.
Yeah, Chairman, if, Michael, you there?
Yes.
If you can read them, because my voice is shot.
I would be more than happy to do that, if that's okay with you, Mr. Deutsch?
Somebody's gonna read, somebody in this meeting has to read it besides me, because my voice is shot.
We can hear you clearly, but yes.
I'll listen.
Mr. Deutsch, yes.
Yes, so we have New Jersey Community Development Corporation. The meeting held October 20th, 2021 for site plan approval on both variances to construct a deck, patio, and a 1,526 square foot ground floor building addition with a roof patio to existing youth center. A 1,837 square foot new building with a mezzanine to be used for office and assembly program use. A 500 square foot storage building. May I have a motion, please?
So move.
Second, Fisher.
Commissioner Fisher, you were not at the meeting, unfortunately.
No, I was at that meeting. I'm pretty sure.
Well, there was another NJCDC
Can I ask a question? Which application are you voting on for NJCDC? There are two.
This is the address at 6-36 Preakness Avenue and 52-64 Front Street.
Great, thank you. The following commissioners can vote: Commissioner Northrup, Commissioner Udine, Figueroa, Iranzo, Roman, and Santana. Can I have a first motion?
Yes, I'm the only one that I think was present at that meeting that's here tonight. Does it matter? I mean,
Can I have a minute, please?
okay.
We have two, I'm sorry, we have Chairman Udine, who was at that meeting, and.
Yeah.
Yes. The vote needs two votes, in the affirmative, so we will begin with this. This vote for, NJCDC, 636 Preakness Avenue. I need a first and second motion from Commissioner Udine and Figueroa.
Yes, so move.
Udine,
Second,
Figueroa. Thank you very much. The vote is as follows: Commissioner Udine,
Yes.
Commissioner Figueroa.
yes.
This vote has been granted. This resolution has been adopted. You may proceed.
Good, we can do the next one now.
Yes, the next application was for Alimi Builders for subdivision and site plan approval for an application located at 368, 372 East 27th Street. The matter was heard on November 1st, 2021. The applicant proposes to subdivide the parcel into two lots. Proposed lot 11 is to contain the existing two-family dwelling. Proposed lot 11.1 is to contain a new two-family dwelling with 3 bedrooms in each unit. May I have a motion on
So
the
move.
plan, please?
That's easy enough.
Unfortunately, I don't, this is 368, 372 East 27th,
Yeah.
correct? So there are two votes. I'd like to start on the minor subdivision, or am I incorrect here?
Nope, we have a subdivision and we have a site plan and bulk variances, so.
Let me start on the subdivision for 368, and the commissioners that can vote are as follows: Commissioner Northrup, Ahmed, Figueroa, Fillmore, Iranzo, Gomez.
On the subdivision,
I make a motion.
and a second by Commissioner Fulmore,
Second,
okay?
Commissioners.
That's on the subdivision, and again, the same commissioners, on the site plan and bulk variances. Can we get a motion on that?
I can't do that, as you have stated. I have to finish the first motion.
We just finished it.
Subdivision, I didn't call the motion.
Okay, so call the motion on the subdivision, then we'll move
Figueroa
on.
and Fillmore on second, so let me call the minor subdivision, which is Commissioner. 1 second, Figueroa,
Yes.
and, here we go again. 1 second. Jada Fillmore,
second,
thank you. This resolution has been adopted for minor subdivision. Now we can proceed for the site plan and bulk variances on this application.
Can you go for a motion?
On the site plan and bulk variances, same commissioners eligible to vote.
Correct.
Motion.
Commissioner Fulmer first, Commissioner Figueroa second. Madam Secretary, call the vote, please.
Second vote was, I didn't hear it.
What?
I heard Figueroa, I didn't hear the second vote, I'm sorry.
No, it was actually
It's Commissioner Fulmer on the second.
Oh, thank you. Commissioners, Commissioner Figueroa
yes.
and Commissioner Fulmore.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Michael George, you in?
Yes, I am. Biogenesis, Inc., we heard on November 1st, 2021, located at 408, 426 Marshall Street, I-1 zone. Seeking site plan approval on both variances to construct a two-story storage building on an existing 28,684 square foot parking lot.
Chairman, the commissioners eligible again.
Okay.
Present are Commissioners Figueroa and Fulmore, same two, so if we can have a motion.
So
Who was the first vote?
Commissioner Fulmore,
Second vote?
Commissioner Figueroa.
Girl.
This is for 408, 426 Marshall Street.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Commissioners, Commissioner Figueroa.
Yes.
Second. Commissioner, yeah. I guess you're right on that one. Not Commissioner Udine.
yes.
I'm off on this one because I do have Figueroa. Livestock, man, they're not here. Who's your second?
Fulmore. Wait, who made, Commissioner Fulmore made the motion, right?
Yes.
And Commissioner Figueroa seconded.
Alright, so Commissioner Fulmore, Commissioner
Yeah.
Figueroa first, and seconded by Commissioner Fulmore. This resolution has been adopted.
Okay. EC Property Holdings, located at 523 Union Avenue, heard on November 1st, 2021, applicant seeking site plan. We have two eligible commissioners. Commissioner
I'm
Figueroa.
gonna guess it's Commissioners Fulmore and Figueroa. If I give legal reasoning, I'm gonna conclude that it's those two.
You can conclude it, but I still have to call the vote.
Okay.
Commissioners, Commissioner Figueroa,
Who did the first and second
I'm
motion?
doing that now. First motion on this resolution.
I'll make a motion. Commissioner Fulmore.
Thank you. Second,
Second.
Commissioner Figueroa,
Yes.
you have to repeat your name, please.
Commissioner Figueroa, second.
Second is the motion. Thank you very much, Commissioners.
It's a yes or no.
I'm sorry, Chairman Udine, the first motion is, and second motion, so I'm gonna call the roll. Commissioner Figueroa
Yes.
and Commissioner Fogel.
Yes.
This resolution has been granted. Thank you.
Okay, the last motion we have is again for a New Jersey Community Development Corporation project at 318-330 Main Street, heard by the board on November 3rd, 2021, with a special meeting. Applicant seeking site plan approval on both variances on a parcel containing 20,691 square feet and an existing building last used for religious purposes to construct a 1,118 square foot lobby addition, remove the existing building interior to provide for a bookstore, offices, a kitchen, exhibit and activity space, and a theater to be used for performance and multi-purpose space. No off-street parking.
Fillmore,
Yes.
and Fisher.
Udine.
Of course, out. Anyway, thank you very much. That is Commissioner Udine was the last vote. That's 3 in the affirmative. This has been adopted. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Did you say yes?
I said yes.
Okay, thank you.
It appears we have stumbled to the finish line of this meeting.
It is up to the chairman to say.
Is there anything else?
Yes.
Go ahead.
We're having a special meeting on Monday at 6:30 on the web. I will send out it's gonna be one application on Totowa Avenue and a former mill building between Jasper and Kearney Street. So you'll receive the information tomorrow.
Sounds good, Mr. Deutsch.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you, everyone. Enjoy.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, commissioners.
Good night.
Feel better, Al and Maggie.
Yeah, Shakaviva.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
I appreciate that.